The head of the Minneapolis NAACP is reacting strongly tonight to a letter to the editor from a powerful Republican lawmaker.
State Representative Tony Cornish says that he is only trying to defend police against unfair attacks. But his letter to the Star Tribune uses words that NAACP President Nekima Levy-Pounds calls outrageous and racist. Pat Kessler joins us now with more on this controversial letter.
Yeah, Representative Tony Cornish says his letter is a response to activist groups wondering how to reduce the use of police force. He says it's not complicated, and he provides a provocative list for how not to get assaulted or shot by police. Representative Tony Cornish says he's tired of news stories about police violence in which the cops get blamed for using excessive or deadly force against people he calls thugs.
You see all these cop videos where they give them order after order and they just stand there, then something bad happens and they wonder why in the world that happened.
In a letter to the Star Tribune, Cornish lays out rules for interacting with police. Don't be a thug. Don't make furtive movements. Don't keep your hands in your pockets. Don't hang out on the street after 2 a.m.
Don't hang out and yell at people after midnight. Don't be involved in crime. Don't give police a reason to be there in your face.
I would argue that it's racist.
The head of the Minneapolis NAACP calls the letter intolerable, with coded language aimed at the African American community.
He's drawing upon racial stereotypes that people often use to justify the use of excessive force against African Americans, and even when African Americans who are unarmed are killed by law enforcement.
Levy-Pounds was part of a group at the state capitol this year disrupting a prison hearing chaired by Cornish. Cornish says groups like Black Lives Matter protesting police violence are exhibiting irrational behavior and that perpetrators are to blame.
Quit using excuses. You did it because you wanted to do it.
Well, Cornish is the powerful chairman of the House Public Safety Committee. He is also the author of a bill regulating police body cams in Minnesota, which restricts public access to most of those police videos. Another very controversial issue, but he's certainly stirring it up today.
Yeah, he is. The letter does appear to have veiled references to Jamar Clark, though, the man who was killed by Minneapolis police last year.
Yeah, it does. Cornish, though, denies that, but Levy-Pounds says that's exactly what this letter is really about, what she calls the Jim Crow North. She's been leading protests over the overconcentration of police in black neighborhoods and over-criminalization of African Americans in Minnesota. So I don't think this one is going to end anytime soon.
All right. Thank you, Pat.
You bet.